In recent years, we've seen thousands upon thousands of people die in natural disasters and terrorist attacks. Just imagine this. Before each of those devastating events, everyone living in the affected areas receives a warning signal from an inexpensive device signaling them of the impending danger. Now imagine all the lives that would have been saved.
Global Security Systems has developed a personal alert and messaging system that will enable emergency managers to create and send digital alert messages to first responders and citizens, and they can do this all in a matter of a few seconds.
Still recovering from 2005's Hurricane Katrina, Mississippi just became the very first state to unveil this targeted warning system that uses their existing FM broadcast stations to send mass or personalized alerts before, during, and after an emergency.
Over the past few years, Mississippi Emergency Management has worked with the Mississippi Office of Homeland Security to try to procure the best system for alert notification throughout the state. And we believe, as well as the Office of Homeland Security, that this is the best system.
We selected this FM-based early warning system for several reasons. One, it's very inexpensive for the consumer to receive this signal. Secondly, it uses the existing infrastructure already in place in our state. Thirdly, the FM system itself, the signal is a very robust system. It's not affected by inclement weather as much as some of the other signals we looked at.
The ALERTFM system works because it relies on the most stable and widely available platform in the world today, the FM towers.
And the overlapping FM signals from different stations helps to ensure that there is always a signal that can be received. That means any device at any time.
There are thousands of FM radio broadcast towers throughout the country, and there's hundreds here in Mississippi. So your infrastructure is already built, and the redundancy is built into that infrastructure. Much like the attacks of 9/11 in New York, during Katrina, communications were non-existent. We could not communicate with our first responders on the coast, to include law enforcement, fire services. If we had had this system up and operational during Katrina, we would have been able to send messages out to those first responders to tell them where water was, to tell them where food supplies would be, and fuel needs.
With the GSS Alert FM system, FM broadcasters can deliver messages to any device that has an FM chip. And because it's scalable, FM broadcasters can deliver messages to one receiver or 1 million receivers at the same time and at the same cost.
There are a lot of complex communication systems out there, and some of these are very, very good, but some of the more complex systems can also fail. That's why it's good to have a simple fallback method, and that system that I think is really brilliant is ALERTFM.
And the word is catching on. The simplicity of the ALERTFM system has been featured in many well-known publications and news segments across the country.
ALERTFM.
Global Security Systems now has 50 radio stations.
I see the future of this system in our state. Every person should have a receiver, every household should have a receiver, and I see every vehicle having a receiver and receiving timely notifications of any disaster.
We are at constant threat from hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, tsunamis, terrorist attacks, and who knows what else. The great thing about ALERTFM is that it has the potential to keep everyone informed.